take two. Hopefully it's perfectly okay this time. It's low key been a little, but let me not say that. I just remember that one time that it just it took me like 5 times to. You mean? It took me like 5 times. All right, it's cool. It's FPG3 here, and I have arrived back in the Ace Attorney trilogy. This is literally right after the seafood video I literally just uploaded. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Most likely, I'm gonna tell y'all in advance, I'm gonna double upload Sunday because obviously Sparking Zero drops on Monday, but you're gonna see, y'all know with Xbox, you know we can do the little new viewing thing, so I might be able to play it Sunday. I'm gonna try. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try. And if I can, I'm going to most likely upload that first and then upload the Madden video after. Because y'all know I normally upload my Madden videos, you know, after the game instead of during the game or before the game. But enough chatting. Yes, sir. Part 2, the trial. We're in the courtroom. It's kind of crazy. We done been through 3 videos, and we're just now getting to the courtroom and parting. Well, the 4th video of this episode. So I don't know. I feel like maybe this might be a long, you know, episode. October 13, 9:36 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. Hey, Nick. What is it? Is something wrong? Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, see? Oh, so check out the Nasty Mask glossy I bought. You brought this? Where? From the little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. You know, I'm a sucker for this kind of stuff. Okay. Come on, I'm guilty. Throw the book at me. Who's screaming like that? Oh, Mr. Wright, you made it. Yeah, I did, but it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you. Because I did it! I'm the criminal. Me! Oh, he's at it again. With the calling card, the Lorelei Taylor, I admit it! But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally, when I say of course you did, I'm being sarcastic, but you, yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure they give me a guilty verdict. Please! Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie. Oh, Desi, honey. Bonjour. Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this. Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I swear I'll protect you. You see, actually, the thief is around here. Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I can guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you. So why are you smiling when you say it? Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is Nasty Mask or not. There's only one thing I'm sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now. Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom. For the time being, I guess I have to trust Desiree. Desiree, my fault. I don't know how to do a French accent. Like, I would have tried. I never even attempted. Like, I don't even know where to start with that. October 13th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 6. Who was that? Oh, that's Godot. That Luke Atme was talking about him in the last video. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. I don't know what voice to give him. What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to? What a stupid question. What did you say? Fine, let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass the judgment? No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides. Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by.
Who are you?
I am Godot. Hold on. Is this nigga's theme? Nah, I gotta turn my headset up. I am Godot, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case. Ah, he's the one that Detective Atlee was talking about.
Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of case have you dealt with so far?
I'm not gonna lie, this is so... Y'all hear this in the background, bro? Nah. Ha! None.
What did you say?
I've never prosecuted a case before. Wait. Buddy hair is white, but his beard is black. Did he dye his hair? What is that on his face? Why is he wearing that? Like, what is on his face right now? I don't know, but his theme fire, I know that.
Never, but you said
you've never lost before. I mean, technically, he never lost before because he, haven't done one before. Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before either.
Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you?
Even the mightiest of the Redwoods begin their lives at mere saplings.
Yes, but a mask in a court of law?
Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks, either on our faces or over our hearts. This guy is a real deal, right, Nick? Why does it seem like all prostitutes are the real deal? So we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Trite. Bro, it's not Trite, it's White. Right. Nick, is he a friend of yours? No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man? I've never returned from the depth. Oh, I said never. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you.
Well then, Prosecutor Gobo?
It's not Gobo, it's Godot, Your Honor.
In any case, please give us your opening statement.
Opening statement? Those are things that are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two. Bro, what is he yapping about?
Well then, let's hear from the first witness.
Buddy is just... Of course, why is it... I swear, let me turn my head back now. I swear, is it just me or does it seem like Gumshoe always finds himself being the first one in the joint, bro? He can't help himself. Wait, so that means he's been helping Godot this entire time? My name is... No one has asked for your name, witness. Excuse me. The important thing is what you know, that's all. Start talking. We're listening. Yes, sir.
Alright, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn.
Yes, sir. Okay. Masty Mass's crimes. Masty Mass is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent the card to the lordly tailor. His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Masty Mass, sir. It fits his MO to a T.
So then the actual identity of this Masty Mass is... Mr. Godot, what are you?
What? What in the world? Who slid him that coffee? At least I think that's what that is. Is that coffee? I'm assuming it's coffee, bruh. It's only 2 things. In a cup like that, it's either coffee or tea. We all know this.
We're in the middle of the trial here, Mr. Godot.
Blacker than a moonless night. Hotter and more bitter than hell itself. That is coffee. So I was right, it is coffee. Bro, who slid him it though? Like, who did that? Why? What is it? Like, alright, bro. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please proceed. Oh, wait, I also forgot. It's coffee, tea, and hot chocolate. Those are like the 3 things you'll find in cups like those. You feel me? At least, or maybe I'm tripping. You could put anything in a cup like that, but I feel like in the cup, as that specific cup, you only really see 3 things in cups like that. You feel me? That's the type of cup you have when it's cold and your hands, you need your hands. Y'all know. But then again, y'all probably don't know.
Very well. It's only coffee after all.
But then again, what if that's not coffee? What if he's drinking something he's not supposed to be drinking in that cup? What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial.
Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
I feel like the judge rock with everybody but me, bro. It's honestly crazy, bro. He don't like me. The judge just. Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show that it wasn't Nasty Mass who stole the urn. Nasty Mass is crying. You know, we normally just skip all that. Nick, it definitely looks like it was Nasty Mass who stole the urn. But there's no real evidence either way as to whether Ron Delight is Nasty Mass. But... Also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone in connection to Mr. Delight himself. So even though we know it was Nasty Mass that did it, maybe for the time being I should try to show it wasn't Nasty Mass that did it. Alright, let's press him. I mean, honestly, we got, you know, evidence, but I feel like we really won't need it. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like we really just wouldn't need it here. Oh, he one of those people that doesn't have an age. He just got the question mark. He the second person in this trial that just doesn't have an age. Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning? Yup, nobody knows more about the thief than me, pal. It's true. I'm a Zoviar. You did not just say that, bro. You did not just say that. Author on thieves. An author? He's written books about thieves? I think he probably meant to say authority. The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal. I mean, Gumshoe, you got a track record, bro. I don't really think it's that hard to, you know, slip away from you. It's easy when those fingers happen to be butterfingers, exactly. I'm gonna press hard, though. So nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh? You got it, pal. Except maybe for the thief's moms, that is. But isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police? You don't mean Detective Zeviar, do you? That's what you call him, bro? Like, you don't know his name?
Who is this person, Zeviar? He sounds German.
His name is Luke Atney, sir. I guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him. What the heck? I guess he's not all that famous after all. Anyway, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item that thief stole.
Oh, I see. It seems you're not the expert you claim to be.
It looks like the thief is toying with me, even now. Have you seen all these so-called calling cards? Of course I have, except the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred. That's because Detective Admin stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police.
Is the calling card that Lorelei Taylor received authentic?
Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature. But we're not releasing that information to the general public.
But you're absolutely certain that this card is real.
Gumshoe can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Nasty Mass's emblem. It's 5th heist, and your 5th screw up, huh? Objection, pal. That ain't fair. Maybe you can say I screwed up 4 times. But this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time. You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe. I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away, got me? Well, wow, looks like he really got it in for Detective Atman. I know, bro, at the people who watch this, bro, like back when I actually, get big enough, people who come back to watch this that's familiar with this series gonna look at me and be like, why are you calling this man Gumshoe instead of Gumshoe? And for that, it's because I was calling him Gumshoe, and I just feel like that's better than calling him Gumshoe. like I don't know, like art pieces like what, for example? Well, his first target was the famous Tear of Amanon.
What's that, some kind of especially salty teardrop?
Salty teardrop is crazy. No, sir. It's a blue diamond, a single rare diamond. Next was the crown of Bagora. You know, the thing you put on your head. After that was the left hand of Hades. And then the portrait of Medina, sir. Detective Atme retrieved the portrait of Medina and returned it to the museum. And the target of his 5th and last robbery was the sacred urn, right?
But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces?
Well, we assume he must have some underworld connections. Somehow, Mr. Delight doesn't look the type. Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld. What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T?
I was thinking of asking the same thing myself.
I wish you would listen a little more closely, pal. First of all, there's the calling card. We're 100% certain it's authentic. Then there's the fact that you seem to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. These are all part of the Thief's Mundus operandi.
And so, since the robbery seemed to fit all those conditions.
That's right. It means that Masty Mass is behind it. Nick, it definitely looks like... Oh, alright. Alright. Alright, y'all. Now we gotta find something to press here. Honestly, though, you know what's weird about this, right? He says his pattern is always to go after only the most precious art pieces. When we look at this, we can't zoom in. It looks like it's perfect. It looked like a perfectly fine urn, but it's not. It's really cooked. So this is not even a precious art piece, honestly, when you look at it. And it really can't be too much else. I mean, so I don't really think it's anything else there. An actual little something, Detective Gumshoe. Just hearing a little, and that question is making me nervous. You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's only one problem. That's not what he did in this case. Supposedly, priceless urn doesn't exactly rise to the level of precious art. What do you mean? Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing? No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean, it wouldn't fetch a good price.
Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn?
Our appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Master Mass would normally go after.
If I could understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the thief of the sacred urn was not the work of Masty Mass.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but...
Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was the last robbery this work of Masty Mass or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot?
Oh, he didn't cut the music off, bro. Look at him. The coffee here. It's my own special blend. I call it Godot 107. Here it is, bro. He had to bring it back about coffee, bro. We're not talking about coffee. I don't care what type of blend you made with your coffee, bro. Coffee is nasty. It's disgusting, bro. I don't know how anybody drinks coffee. It's nasty. Yeah, you're lucky your thing fire, though. I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now. Mr. Trite. What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own mess. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. If you're saying it wasn't Nasty Mass that stole the urn, then it must be someone imitating Nasty Mass method. A fake.
A fake Nasty Mass?
Fake the mask? That sounds so ridiculous, but I like it. Bro, who was doing that? Bro, nah, we gotta talk about that. How are they sliding that cup to perfect accuracy directly into his hand? You see how smooth that cup is sliding across that desk? Hey, I don't know. Whoever doing that need to become a professional coffee slider or something. Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Loreley Taylor that night was actually a fake. Buddy just getting free refills, bro.
Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting.
It looks like I'm going to have to prove it. I need proof that the person at Loreley Taylor that night was in fact fake demasked. They not even call fake demasked is funny, bro. It's hilarious. Alright. So we gotta go off the pictures, right? See, that's like the only picture we got. And it's that one. I mean, I guess we go with the picture. Oh, I was right, because like what else could it possibly be? The proof is right here. This looks
like a photo taken by a security camera.
But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. Ha. Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use the pointer and show us just what about this picture is so peculiar. It have to be this. It's right here, I think.
Is that what's so peculiar?
Ha! The police that you were pointing at is all wrong. What do you mean?
The only thing peculiar in this courtroom is on top of your head.
Nick, are you going to let them get away with making fun of your hair? Yikes. At least until I know he can't use his goggles to fry me or something. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Well, anyway, there's a strange spot in this photo. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. His glasses looks like something Cyclops would wear, bro. Like, alright, nah, like, joke. Let's find out what's really, like, I don't know, bro. Like, what could it be? His face? Maybe? Alright, that's not it. that is not it at all. I don't know, bro. I can't even look at nothing else, bro. I can't even do nothing. I don't know. It can't be this. This makes it look suspicious. I feel like it's somewhere in this area. Like, what else could it be? It's right here, of course. Oh, I was right. You mean Nasty Mass?
Oh, you mean Nasty Mass?
I have a piece of I have here a piece of reference I would like to. I can't believe it. Now, if y'all didn't notice what I'm looking at, But I just, I just didn't just like I had a feeling it was something to do with there, but I couldn't remember what it was. It was like really obvious. I just knew it was in that area. I have a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at. Isn't that the publicity photo I brought this morning? The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damas's chest.
A breach? Here, Butler, get my steed. We need to retreat at once.
A brooch, Your Honor. It's sort of class for holding one's cape on.
A class, eh? Ah, I see now.
But the nasty mask in the security photo, he has no brooch. That brooch is the same as the emblem on the mask's calling card. Serves as its symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this nasty mask is a fake. I've been fooled again.
It's true. Undeniably true. Detective Gumso, how could you have overlooked this?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I... Alright, there you go. Cutting off the music again. Hey, now. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too.
Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too. How could you have overlooked such a large brooch?
Ha! The brooch you're talking about. Do you mean it? Every time my theme music come on, here he go. Buddy get the coffee slid in his hand, cut my theme song off, and start playing his. He should swear he's so thorough. You mean this? That's Nasty Mass's brooch.
Where did you find it?
Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. Buddha statue? He must mean the Amy Face statue. Why didn't you tell me about that, sir? I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for a crucial evidence. This guy is one cool customer. Alright, bro. How much coffee is you gonna drink, bro? It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too.
Hickeys?
Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Rondi Light's fingerprints. What?
What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch. Order in this court. Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch.
I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her.
It appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back.
Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene. Uh-oh, Phoenix, we have a problem. Ha! You mess with Godot, and you get burned. Girl, he's been playing me like a violin. Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. Huh? You're done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough. That doesn't sound good at all. Dumb shows stay getting dissed, bruh. I feel like Andrew is probably the only one that low-key show him respect. Ballers, bring the next witness.
Ballers, bring the next witness into the courtroom.
Finally, time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh? Look at him. 1 second is one drip of the coffee pot. Let's hurry it up. Silence! Now I see it's all becoming clear.
What's clear?
Xavier! The truth has once again been eloquently revealed to me. What we have here, a judge and a prosecutor, of coffee maniac at that. Am I correct?
Well, yes, that's right.
Ha! Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. Well, sir, prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atme, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens. Oh, these two make a perfect pair. They either be best friends or they'll tear each other's heads off.
I heard that on the night of crime. You were all alone in security detail.
You have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is. Dang, why he pull up and start dissing Gumshoe? Why was this guy at it all by himself anyway? There must be some reason, I'm sure of it.
Well then, tell us about this special monocle of yours, witness.
What I witnessed? It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date change. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Masty Mass dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police.
So you didn't get a clear look at the criminal?
My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural.
I fail to see why the witness seemed so proud of his performance that evening.
Well, sir, old timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of an ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves, the great Masty Mass, my arch enemy. That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me.
Very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
What I witnessed. Again, alright. You know, we speed run these. There's something suspicious about Detective Atman. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in? Also, he said he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. But that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence. Huh? Which piece? The real question is, why would he tell such an obvious lie? Press this man. So that would be 1 o'clock on the morning of the 12th, correct? That's an impressive deduction, sir, lawyer. You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time? A penetrating question. Why did he have to use penetrating specifically? Like, what? Why did he have to use that? I was in the basement warehouse near the computer. Near the computer, huh?
So then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it.
Up to this point, I had tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, too. Gumshoe also said that they've never spotted the thief at the crime scene before. Precisely. That is precisely why I chose not to hide last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief. Looks like the thief was the one applying pressure. Oh, your pigeonian head, that is. In any case. Dancing descended from where exactly? Dancingly descended from where exactly? Well, from their entrance, I suppose. Where else? So in actuality, he neither danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow while my ears listened for his footsteps, his footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It can only be due to his subtly camouflage cape and soft-soled shoes. I hereby dub you an ace dudes. You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened. Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's all that I can recall.
That's not very solid as far as the testimony goes.
However, fortunately, I had my third monocle, the security camera at the ready. It captures his image perfectly. Should be sufficient, I believe. This should be sufficient, I believe.
Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with the photo? Good. Let's continue with the testimony.
Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a thing. That's certainly some very impressive detective work. Well, sir, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? Huh? Well, actually, yes. By a fire extinguisher. And what happened? I was knocked out. And he also lost his memory, which is insane. And you lost your memory too. You see, you had no right to look down on me then, do you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory is because I had more brains to begin with. Or like you have more nose than anybody in the room. He may have brains, but the wiring to self-reflection part seems to be severe. In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless. And then... About this 30 minutes. My silver cord was loosened and my soul fled to the golden halls of Elizabeth. As usual, I have no idea what this guy is saying. I think he's saying that he was out cold.
So, what happened during these 30 minutes?
No one can say, Your Honor. The span of time has truly vanished into the ether. Just what is he going on about? Alright. See, the thing is, right? He struck something. This was Ben. So we think this was to knock, you know, Atme out, but in reality, he would have had to did something because this was torn off. So there's no way he just got struck without even he just got completely caught whacking that he didn't even give a fight back. So it would have to be this. Have to be. Mr. Atme, could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours? Haha, this belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Masty Mass. It is, in point of fact, Masty Mass's brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Ha, elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing.
Ripped off?
We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. That only person that was on security duty that night. You, Detective Atme. Detective Atme, you must have fought with the thief that night. So why did you lie in your testimony to the court?
Witness giving false testimonies is a serious crime.
No. Wait just a moment, sir, old timer.
Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home.
I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with many cases lately. The truth measure of a man is the amount of work he does. That's all. That's what I always say. Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right? You talk too much.
Witness, or are you now saying that you and the thief fought?
Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor.
Excuse me?
Look at this nigga with this coffee, bro. Save the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules. Indeed, I understand. I look at me, agree completely. This nigga in his coffee, bro. Like, who is really... I just want to know who slid him this cup. Like, fight with the thief. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, Luke Atme cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his own fists, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true, bam, and that's all she wrote. I mean, technically, bro, if you wasn't really getting into a fight, you got a whole ring on your finger. Like, you'd have an advantage. You have a ring on your finger.
So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of Nasty Mask.
Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. Pause. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak.
Well, that's certainly understandable.
I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case. That can't be good. Alright. Alright, but I'm assuming that this has to have something to do with what we about to, dissect here. We gonna well, what do you think, Nick? Well, there's one thing that I'm absolutely sure of now. Yeah? What is it? This Luke at me guy, he's definitely hiding something. But why? I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. And about the true nature of this detective. So why did you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I have prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so I had to check the data. Alright, you know what I find weird about this setup, right? I'm assuming that the door on the left, that has to be the main door, right? So how would he... But how the computer's facing, he'd have to be, like, facing towards it. It's not really a sideways computer that's facing completely the opposite side from the door. So that's the only way he just wouldn't be able to, The alarm on one of those had gone on, so I had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer. What should I do? Should I ask some more questions? Should we ask some more questions? Yeah, let's ask about the sensors. Let's ask about it. What kind of sensors are you talking about? The basement. There are other places in the basement that someone can either enter or exit from. There are air conditioners, ducts, sewer pipes, and a cat door as well. You thinking this man going through a cat door is insane, bro. Nasty Mask look like a tall guy, bro. I mean, he linky, but he pretty tall. I'm pretty sure you'll see this man going through a cat door. I hooked up a heat detecting infrared and ultraviolet sensors to each of them. That's a lot of hardware. Was it all yours? Lordly Taylor department store was kind enough to provide the monitoring hardware. Naturally, the security camera that took the photo belongs to them as well. In other words, he couldn't have rigged the equipment, huh? That cleared up any doubt you had about me, sir lawyer. Alright, let's go back. Let's go back and ask him about the computer next. So did the computer belong to Lordly Taylor as well? Correct. Well, except for the program that managed the data that was specially designed by me, Luke Atney. In that case, he could have easily manipulated the data. What's wrong, sir lawyer? What does that mean, discombobulated?
You young people these days, they really irritate me. They haul out perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean.
Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyway?
Now I've forgotten. What was I saying?
Oh, bro. Buddy done forgot. How he gonna talk about me then forget what we was talking about? You just cooked me. Jeez, it's better than the old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago. Well, looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony. Like, honestly, bro, I looking at Godot, bro, I'd assume that he's some old head, but like, nah, his hair is white, but like, it don't look like he is white because he old. Like he dyed it or something. What do you mean by weapons from the side? Naturally, the thief had no idea that I, Luke Atney, was hiding in the area. He grabbed the sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse. Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch? Correct. Fortunately for me, the blade was not sharp. Okay, so he is talking about the Shichishito.
So the thief armed himself with a sword. And what about yourself, witness?
You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities? But of course, in college, I was the second in charge of his boxing club.
I'm sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive.
However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch nemesis, Masty Mass. This guy is a real piece of work. Can you tell us a little more about what happened? My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was power-ricious. Bro, this just making up words, bro. Power-ricious. I assumed that Atme fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. What do I do now? Should I ask more about this? You were blinded? Atme fighting style. Alright, I'm gonna ask about the you were blinded first. So what was this flash of light that blinded you? I was bathed in a golden light that seemed to come from the statue of the woman. The statue of Amy Faye, I'm guessing. Well, that wasn't very much help at all. Oh, what do you think, Nick? Oh. Alright. Alright. What is this Atme fighting style? I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say anymore. But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you. That's it? That's the Atme fighting style?
Well, Mr. Wright, what about that testimony?
I feel like it was a waste of time. I feel like Loki didn't tell us anything, but it might be important. But I'm not about to say it's a waste of time, because we don't really have a lead here. We're gonna go with it was very important. Of course, it's important. We learned a detective secret technique after all.
Yes, indeed. I remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night.
Why the heck is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out.
Now then, witness, we'll go ahead and add this secret information to your official testimony.
I put my back to the wall to fight, but the thief blow landed upon my third eye. Alright, bro. It's definitely like it did. You talking about the thief blow landed upon my third eye? Like I said, y'all, it's obviously the sword. Like, what else would it be? Like, Detective Atme, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. What fun this is, Sir Lawyer. It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. And now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with the gruesome item here.
From behind, huh?
But just now you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you can forget where you were hit on the head. It seems I've made another mistake. Detective Atme, that's not the only strange part of your testimony.
What do you mean by that?
For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid that they were going to help with security. Geniuses such as myself have always been misunderstood. How sad. That's wrong. Is that what he sound like, bro? Why he said to is human. To forgive divine. Humans aren't machines. They have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate. And yes, they even make mistakes. Like, bro, what is you chatting about? Hey, hold on. It's not as pretty as that. Did he just... Really? What is it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. What is wrong with this, bro? This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around.
Mr. Wright, what exactly is that you're exerting?
Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that this Mr. Atme is a fake. Mr. Atme is Masty Maz. Whoa, I ain't gonna lie. the signs do points to him like being nasty mask when you really sit back and think about it, cause he didn't tell the police, he hid the calling card, he lied about where he got hit at. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It seemed like this game like that. These two just seem irrelevant, bro. Bro, he gotta be Massey Mass, bro. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Atmay's true identity is actually Massey Mass. Look at his nose. Oh, I done knocked his molecule off. That's how you know he was capping.
Order in the court, Mr. Wright. What is the meaning of this?
There are too many unnatural parts to Mr. Atmay's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scene, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he managed to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a... Oh, please. The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atmay. The truth is that you are, in fact, Massey Mass. How was he... Nah, I got a real question, though. Like, if he actually is Massey Mass, right? How does he hide his nose in that mask? How was he doing it, bro? How is that even possible? Like, there's no way to hide his nose in that mask, bro. His nose is too long to be hid in the mask.
But Mr. Wright, this photo clearly shows Massey Mass.
The security camera belongs to Lordly Taylor department store.
He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it.
He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as the thief and stole the urn.
So the ace detective is actually an ace thief. Is this true, witness?
Haha. Oh, buddy tweaking out. The Mass's MO is pure genius, and so am I, Luke Atmay, ace detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, sir, lawyer.
What? Witness, you're admitting it?
Nick, now's your chance. Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective Atmay, when you assumed the thief's identity... What? Did this nigga just throw his coffee at me? Is he serious? This nigga just threw his coffee at me, bro. Nigga then threw his coffee at me and start playing his theme music. Boy, ain't no way. Godot Blend 102, my personal favorite. Bro.
Mr. Godot.
The ace detective is actually an ace thief. A smell of best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true.
But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright had made some very strong points, and
I will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of a whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt, Mr. Trite. If this detective really is the thief, bro, this nigga really threw his coffee at me. Like, I can't get over that. The judge really just sat there. He don't get penalized for that. Nigga just threw his coffee at me. You know how hot that coffee gotta be? Nigga threw it at my face. That is in my hair now. This nigga just... The judge be allowing, like, first, how is he able to even drink coffee in the court of law? It shouldn't even be allowed. Just like he was letting Von Karma in the last episode whip niggas, himself included. This nigga don't be doing his job. Somebody fire this nigga. If this detective really is the thief, to show us the proof of your claim. But it had better be as hot and perfect as the coffee dripping down your face. And he talking about it too. Like, alright, bro.
Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there.
Bro.
This court would like to see the types of proof you have quickly.
Bro, you not gonna talk about him throwing coffee at me though. You want me to show proof, but you're not going. Alright. Okay. Huh? Oh, yes, of course. What's the big rush? Are you alright, Nick? Atmay looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? Decisive evidence that proves Mr. Luke Atmay is a fact. Hold on. Alright. The decisive evidence, right? What could really be? It ain't too many things, bro, that could be evidence here. But in fact, like, I feel like it'd be, wouldn't Ron's wallet be in? Do he carry that with him in the joint? Yeah, I don't really think we have evidence. We don't really have decisive evidence to prove that this nigga is Nasty Mans. Proof? Of course I've got nothing. Ha! Just what I thought. Where this nigga go, bro? I mean, a man has to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get after all.
I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion.
This is no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I've never get another chance to prove that this guy is the thief. Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again. It's no good. I'm just not ready yet. But are you going to just give up and let us lose like this? So you've come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer? I can't think of a counterattack at all.
It seems the cloud of suspicious around this witness has lifted. Mr. Godot, if you have anything further to add, then...
Bro, who said that?
Who?
Desi? Who are you? That doesn't really matter right now, does it? Mr. Misty Light, what are you doing here? Nicky boy? The thing you've been looking for. I think I found it.
You mean that bag?
No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well...
What's...
The sacred urn, Nick. It's the urn.
Order, you, madam. That urn, where did you find it?
You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants 8th Detective Luke Atman. Oh, Desi, you're the best. Oh, this... Nah, that's crazy. He had that thing in his bag the whole time? Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Atman? Even you're going to have a hard time weaseling out of this one. Here you go. Ha, pathetic.
Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say?
Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly time changes. In old days, a man who'd be taken at his word is truly sad.
You're still denying that Mr. Atmay was involved.
Before casting aspersions at Detective Atman, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree. Desiree Delight, is that correct? Yes, what about it? Ha, how charming. The length that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiration. Inspiring. What are you insinuating? As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered the stolen urn anywhere, including the office of the good detective here. So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it. What? I just brought it here from the detective's office. Please, madam. This town has already filled to the brim with lies. Any more can only compound the tragedy we have been witness to. You're wrong. I would never do such a thing. Misty Light. Please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people. There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in the Atmay Detective Agency. I feel like the best to do is to show fingerprints on the urn. Because it wouldn't really go about what I saw. And I can't prove anything yet, would just be like, nah, it would have to be. His fingerprints would have to be on it. It's in his bag. And then he didn't want us to look in his bag when we was in his office. It had to be. I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it.
Fingerprints? What?
Huh? Oh, come on. Oh, come now. Now you're really making me laugh, Sir Lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I'm always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see. So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything.
What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness fingerprints would mean nothing anyway.
Nick, what are you gonna do? Bro, but it was in a box. He had to have taken it out the box. I've come too far to turn back now. Atme must have brought the urn back to his office yesterday, and I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn. Like, bro. Like, if it's not him, it couldn't be Andrews either, right? But hold on. If it's from their village. So I don't know, bro. Somebody would have had to put it in the box, bro. It can't be Maya or Pearl, bro. It can't be nobody else. It would have to be Phoenix, right? Like, who else could it be? I like how they just be having Mia up here in every game, in every episode, but she did. So her being up here just don't even matter, but so what is all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Atme, do you recall the events of yesterday? Hey, Nick, come now, open it up. Hey, wait a minute. You can't just open his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. Well, what's in there? Hang on a second, I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there. It's true that I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at that time, but I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. Well, that was just... Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Atme's office. Bro, you better keep that cup in your hand, bro. You better not throw it at me again. Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Of course it does. What did you say? It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said. I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more viable. If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it was after that, well, yesterday at the Atme Detective Agency. Ha! This blend, Godot Blend 107. I've decided it's a little too bitter after all. Is that, bro, Buddy Mad starts smoking. Order, I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and... Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that.
No need, you say?
Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints are on the urn. Stop the cat, bro. Stop the cat. Why is he capping? He know he don't know that.
What are you saying?
Yes, I finally broken him down. Nah, bro. Look how he laughing. Take a good look, everyone. Look how he looking, bro. Nah, bro. He look crazy, bro. No. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. Bro, this guy is nuttier than a fruitcake. You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Masty Mask. I hope you all enjoyed my little performance. Oh my, yo, he tweaking out, bro. Is that it? Bro.
Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Atme's condition?
He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the joke as much as he seems to be. Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came to perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of theft. Nick, you were right after all. Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't a thief. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight. Not. Whoa! You're wrong! Wrong, I tell you! I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was really trying to say. Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening. Bro, I know this nigga not about to say that he's guilty, bro. Cause he's so delusional. He swear he's Master Mask, bro. You're not him. Your wife even came up here and defended you, and you about to just... Bro, he better not. The thief, the sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasure. It's me. I'm him. I'm the one you want. I'm the thief, I tell you. So do it. Pronounce me guilty, please. He didn't cook everybody in the courtroom saying some nonsense like that.
I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you all think this is, but...
The true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass judge. What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you. Alright, bro. And now look at him. He's smiling. The cup got slid back into his hand and his theme song started playing. Man, we done gave the man confidence, bro. Because this man just can't accept the fact that he's not him.
Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee.
Ha! Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir. If you're really a man, then clean up your own mess. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. If you are a Masty Mask, then prove it. That's what it means. Yes, sir. I'm happy to. He says he'll be happy to, Nick. It's kinda cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy. Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man. I know that. I won't fail, I swear. Okay then, talk. We're all listening.
Oh well. Let's all have a listen to this confession.
Bro. We really gotta listen to this. Masty Mask identity. The truth is, I've been Masty Mask all along. Bro, I just really don't understand why you think Luke Atmay would have a reason to just admit that he's Masty Mask if you're Masty Mask. Why would he have a reason to save you? He don't even like you. Like, I mean, you can't prove that I'm actually Masty Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen after all. Alright, we definitely got evidence to prove that he, like, bro. Your wallet, you a security guard, bro. Tell your wife you a security guard, bro. You don't gotta lie to her. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right there in that photo. That's me. As for my brooch, I snagged it on a door handle and got it torn off, that's all. Buddy's still in denial. I don't like the direction the trial's taking. But this is how every trial goes, at least with me anyway. Ha! You're doing great. Stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing me. He's so happy. Like I said, you're only going to get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Masty Man. Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best. I've never seen somebody so happy about going to jail. Why do you want to go to jail? What is wrong with you?
Alright, Mr. Wright, it's time for a cross-examination.
Sigh. Masty Mask identity. I don't even want to press him. Like I don't even want to press him. I feel like I already know the answer. Why does Mr. Delight want to be Masty Mask so badly anyway? It's kind of disturbing. He doesn't seem like your typical attention whore to me. I'm like, say, you Nick. I am nothing of the sort. Thank you very much. But I gotta admit, the way Ron is acting is kind of scary. Anyway, the time to poke some holes in that testimony is. Nah, why did Maya just call me an attention whore though? Like, Maya, you out of pocket. You out of pocket. You may think you're the real Nasty Mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional. I haven't told Desi yet about my true identity. I mean, believe me, I've got my reasons. With the way your room is decked out, how could she not know about it? Even the thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose. What should I do? It sounds like we're about to get sidetracked again. I'm gonna press him harder anyway, because why not? So why are you withholding this truth from your wife? Well, first of all, I don't think she's believed me anyway. And second, if there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests, it's criminals. If that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with? Well, Desi is crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic, but she's the love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Desi alcoholic.
So you do have a complicated family situation after all.
Alright, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony. I beg of you. Buddy said I'm a Desi-aholic, bro. I thought you were going to be the one to show us the proof. You know, that you're the real Nasty Mask and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy. Hey now, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? Maybe because you're the one making the outrageous claim for a change? Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already. I need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be Nasty Mask. Well, I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, would we? For the time being, maybe I should shift strategy. I should try to show that Mr. Delight couldn't have stolen the urn. Anyway, you got no alibi.
I've been a judge for a long time,
and this is the first time I've ever heard a defendant brag about having no alibi. But I tell you, I was at Loreley Taylor that night. No. That's too vague, even for me to be more precise. I was down in the basement warehouse. Hold on. What is it, Nick? Where was Ron Delight when the crime happened anyway? If we can prove he had an alibi after all, this case would be a piece of cake. Well, you're right, but... Ha! You think you could prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee. Well, I think maybe I can, Mr. Wright. Do you have any evidence that shows that a defendant has an alibi? Yes, we do. We do. This right here? This right here? This is the alibi. I have the evidence. Do you think I'm still some sort of third-rate rookie?
Oh, I've never seen you this angry before.
I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refuge of the pathetic. I thought I was more confident than angry.
Well, then let's see the evidence already.
Show this court the evidence that proves where your client was on the night of the crime. Obviously. Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? That's...
What is it?
A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents.
Blackmail?
According to the letter, at 1 o'clock in the morning, on the night of the crime, Mr. Ron Delight was ordered to go to the office of KB Security.
1 o'clock in the morning?
Correct. Which is around the time the security camera photo was taken. So if the defendant was at the KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that he has a watertight alibi. No! Furthermore, considering the distance between Loreley Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car, according to Larry anyway. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? Ah, there you go.
And stop drinking that coffee.
Come on now, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why he's wrong. Bro, you're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. Bro, like, did he not realize that if he goes to jail, he's, like, leaving his wife? Like, I don't understand. I don't really understand why he'd feel the need to just keep... He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up. Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school.
Mr. Wright?
It's true that I received that blackmail letter, but whether or not I actually went there is a whole different story, right? Or sorry if I'm sounding dramatic. I don't know what I'm talking about. Ha, that was brilliant. What is... This is so weird, bro.
Well, Mr. Wright, it looked like you need some more evidence after all.
Yeah, this is this stupid kid. Now then, let's see your evidence. Demonstrate this to this court that Mr. Delight actually went to the KB security that night. His wallet, obviously. he dropped his wallet like a goofy. Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Yes, it does. I had lost it somewhere.
Mr. Wright, when you find the wallet, you should report it to the police right away.
No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence.
Evidence?
Mr. Delight, when did you first know that you lost your wallet? Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner. That wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at the KB security headquarters.
What? Surely you're not serious.
Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was in fact at KB security that night. No! Ha! This is indeed sad. Romanticists are blind to the reality that lies before them. Huh? What does that mean? Why did Mr. Delight drop his wallet at KB security? What purpose did it serve? Perhaps it was dropped by his wife to create a false alibi for her dear husband instead. Sorry, but Mr. Delight probably dropped it himself when he went to use this. The key card to KB Security's CEO office. CEO's office? What's wrong? No snappy comebacks? The fact is that Mr. Delight entered the CEO's office around 1 o'clock that night. Bro, he started chugging the coffee. Bro.
So when the thief of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB Security. It looks like a perfect case for the defense.
You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me, well, let's just say that my Godot Blend 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But did you actually investigate the CEO at all? Huh? Well, no, I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what I think of that. Not sure what I think of that. At least I know what I think of you.
Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO office, but you would need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright.
Nick, I think we're going to have a track down the CEO guy. No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all. What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite? There's someone else who can testify. This is the person who can testify that the keycard was used at 1 a.m. that night. Of course, it's Larry.
Who is this useless looking young man?
Why he gotta call him useless looking, bro? You don't remember him, Your Honor?
Not exactly. But just looking at his picture makes the bile start to rise in my throat.
Oh. Looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago. He probably blacked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night. Oh? The question at hand is the key card. Yup, that's the key card they used in the building I work. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO office. You needed to get into that room. Every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this card's data. Buddy, we got Buddy on the ropes right now. Oh, was that it? I thought they was about to hit me with a random to be continued.
Well, Mr. Godot?
The name of the CEO of the KB Security is Kane Bullard. I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data here.
So what does it show?
Each card has its own serial number and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, the cart was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime.
But that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as Masty Mass in this photo.
Ha! It looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good old cup of joe. So then... Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be Masty Mass. Good job! You did it, Nick! That's enough.
I came to perilously close to mentioning this record of an innocent young man. Best merchant can hold this title of thief.
What's wrong, Your Honor? I'm ready to pass judgment.
But before I do that, do you have any further objections?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. The court finds the defendant Ron Delight.
Finally, bruh. That was just like he really... Wait. Is that it? Is that the end of the episode?
Court is now adjourned.
Why is it adjourned? Why is it not over? October 13, 2:24 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 4. Nick, you did it! You were right after all! Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy! Oh, Mr. Light. I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you. Oh, shucks. Thanks, Mr. Light. I just know I'm blushing. Congratulations, Mr. Nick. Oh, Pearls. I've got a bad feeling about this. But who is this woman? Oh, she's nobody. She's just, you're blushing. How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself. Ouch. She slapped me. Pearly? This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick. Yes? You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client. No, you've got it all wrong. I'll never forgive you. Ow. I double slapped. Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? You got the sacred urn back and the thief has been caught. You're so right. And it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. But actually, it was you, Misty Light, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please. You're embarrassing me. If we won the case, then why does this guy still look so glum? But I'm the thief. Actually, what's the point now? What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie. I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Come on now. Give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about that? You know about feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Godot, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered. Kane Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, the body? The estimate time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th. 1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean... That's right, amigo. At the same time, the cheap little urn was being stolen. The CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then, what are you doing here? Oh, come on now. Oh, come on. You figured out already, haven't you, amigo? Or have you already forgotten about the piece of info I helped you out with today? Help me out? What? On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Delight was in the CEO's office, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbued with utter rage. What are you saying? Imbued with rage? Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security? It looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief is going to be the noose of that gets him hanged. Kinda anti-alibi. No way! He can't be a thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred. No, that's a lie. He can't be true. But I'm a thief, I tell you. Ron Delight, you're going back to prison again. This time the charge is much more serious. This time you'll be tried for murder. What? This is impossible. I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward. Mr. Nick, is there something personal between you two? I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who the heck is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight. Nick, how could this be happening? Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me. Hey, Ronnie! Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of mercy. What the heck's going to happen next? To be continued. Alright. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I gotta tell y'all something. I've been spoiled. And I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. I kinda been spoiled on YouTube about the fact that Desi did not know that Ron Delight was a security guard the whole time. I've been spoiled, bruh. I don't know, ever since I've been playing this game, I've been seeing this popping up more and more on my recommended. I don't be watching it, but I tapped that one, bro, and I gotta spoil you, bruh. I gotta spoil you. But, I didn't really see the rest of the case. I really only specifically seen that part. So, yeah. But, like, share, subscribe, if you're new, turn post notifications on. That was kind of... I wasn't expecting that type of turn. I thought it was over. I'm like, hey, we got him a non-guilty. Like, we're good. But I'm like, bro, this gotta be the first time this has ever happened in an episode, right? It has to be. But yeah, this is an hour long. We was in the courtroom for a long time. Could you imagine if I would have went from like straight out of a investigation type of thing into this, bro? You could imagine how long this video would have been. But alright, y'all, I'm out. Sparking Zero's on the way, by the way. I had to point that out.